Hello all and welcome to another Captain Entertainment video. It's Art here with the movie review for Dune 2021. It's now in theaters. Came out in theaters on October 22nd and premiered on HBO Max on the same day. I watched it with my mom. I personally enjoyed it, but there are some flaws. First of all, the acting was top-notch. The director told Dune in the right way. However, it is only about the first third to the first half of Frank Herbert's classic sci-fi novel. Speaking of that, if you have not read the novel, then you need to go read the novel before you watch the movie. I can attest to this because my mom had not read the novel, and we had to stop the film several times for me to explain to her what was going on. To me, it was excellent. I've read the novel multiple times. I reviewed the novel multiple times on this channel. To me, it took the right pacing to be what it was. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes long, and it deals with the first third to close to the first half of the book. There needs to be Dune 2. The director pushed for a Dune to film both parts 1 and part 2 at the same time, but Warner Brothers Media said, let's film one, release it and see how it does, and then we'll greenlight the second one if it does well. So here's to hoping it does well enough to greenlight the all-important part 2. Everything that you would expect to happen in the first section of the book, the first third to first half of the book, happens here in the film in great detail. They dive into things like the Bene Gesserit, House Atreides, and House Harkonnen. Very, very deeply, and it's out of necessity that they do this. Basically, this Dune 2021 built the foundation for what will be an epic conclusion to this story later on, sometime down the road. We can all hope. That's what we can hope, and that's what, quite frankly, we should hope for. The acting is top-notch. I can't tell you any of the actors' names because they were all new to me, and I didn't bother reading the credits to find out who they were, but they were top-notch and played their characters very, very well. This is Dune, the book by Frank Herbert, finally done correctly. This is a science fiction book masterpiece finally turned into film form properly. And I can tell you that if it gets greenlit to go it again, the director's already said he's going to do it. So the second part is going to be done properly as well. So, with that being said, should you see it? Well, if you're a fan of the book, you should see it. If you're a fan of great science fiction films, you should see it. If you like stories that are slow builds and hopefully will pay off, you should see it. You shouldn't see it if you have not read the book. You should definitely read the book first. You shouldn't see it if you don't like science fiction, because it is classic, great science fiction. And you shouldn't see it if you don't like films that come to an honest conclusion, because it honestly leads off on a cliffhanger. It honestly leads off where it had to tell the story as in-depthly as it had to. For me, it is an 8 popcorns out of 10. The fact that because I was under the impression, the way that they were calling it Dune, I was under the impression we were going to get the full story of the book, and there were certain things. I'm not saying that we couldn't have gotten the full story of the book. I think we could have, because there's certain scenes in the movie that could have been montaged to go faster, to make room for much better and more important scenes later on. Because the movie foreshadows things that don't even happen in the movie. But you know happened in the book and will probably happen in part 2, but they don't happen in this film. Not going to say what they are, going to have you watch it for yourself. But like I said, that's why it's an 8 out of 10, because it left me wanting more. I wasn't expecting a part 1, part 2 situation. If they would have been upfront about that, I think I could have scored it higher, but they weren't upfront about that, so I can't score it higher because I have to be objective and honest here. So with that said, have you seen Dune 2021? And what did you think about it? Try to leave your comments spoiler-free down in the comments below. So until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and please ding that notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And until next time, I'll see you again soon, and peace.